What's up, guys? This is Brandon from Virtuo Fitness. Now, in this video, I want to go over the sort of accountability process that we use to make sure that the goals we set get executed on. Now, I hope you've already seen our entire goal setting process. If you haven't, make sure you go and click the link in this video to join our private Facebook group. That's 100% free to join. Now, that group, called the Fit Path for Busy Professionals, is going to include tons of free workouts, meal plans, recipes, and the opportunity to talk to fitness professionals such as myself and the other coaches on the team. Absolutely free. We created it as a group for busy professionals to get together and use fitness to help optimize everything else they do. We really would love to have you join in that group. So make sure you click the link in the description to this video and join that group, where you can get tons of other resources like this. So as we talk about in many of our videos, a lot of people set grand plans, they make New Year's resolutions, they set intention, all those good things, but they rarely follow through. So execution is what we really try to prioritize with our clients and also internally with our trainers, because we try to live the values that we are telling our clients to live as well, to be as authentic as possible. So we use a very simple system of accountability and check-ins, both internally and externally with our clients. Now it looks like this. If you've already gone through the goal setting process with us, you know that we use our 5 pillars, which are personal health and fitness, financial wellness, personal education and growth, professional growth, and spirituality, mindsets, and relationships, right? So with these particular areas, we make sure that we're accounting for all the different attributes of your life working together. Now, one of our big principles is creating synergy between these various aspects of your life. The term work-life balance has become very popular, but we know, like many busy people, that balance is not possible. So we try to find a way for the different areas of your life to feed one another. So once you've gone through the whole goal setting process, again, if you need that, there's a link to the goal setting PDF on the description of this video, as well as that Facebook group. Make sure you click that to join it, and you'll be able to access all the things I'm referring to here. Once you've gotten through the planning phase, we need to inspect what we expect and follow through in executing. So for this execution, you're going to write down each of your quarterly goals in one of the sections here. So I like to use a highlighting system. Green is going to indicate the outcome goals. We talk about outcomes and behaviors. So outcome is what you're going to achieve, and the behavioral goals are what are going to get you there. So on a weekly basis, I check in with all my clients and all my fellow trainers, and we make sure that we're hitting each of the marks we set the week before. So say that we had a Monday meeting, we sit down as a client and I would, we talk about what is the main goal for personal health and fitness for this quarter. The main goal here is highlighted in green. You'd write that at the top under the section, and that's to lose 10 pounds before winter vacation. Now, we already know that this is a reasonable and value aligned goal from going through the process. So now it's just a matter of breaking it down into manageable weekly steps of focus, right? So as you go through, each time that you kind of reflect personally, or if you're meeting with your coach or someone that's holding you accountable, an accountability partner, you're going to write down the expectation for the next week. So for example, the first expectation was to be down 1.5 pounds from last week. Now, this is another outcome goal. So there's implied in it many behavioral goals, making sure that you're eating in accordance with your nutrition plan, making sure that you're exercising properly, things like that. Now, those are implicit goals. They may need to be listed. If that's something you need to do, you can always break that out and add them in here as well. But for most people, it's better to keep it simple and just know the outcome or objective rather than all the other steps, as long as you take the time to speak through them. Now, if you have trouble with understanding what you need to do to get to your goal, make sure that you reach out to us either on Facebook, Instagram, or through the link at the bottom of this video, right? And get in contact, because we'd be happy to help educate you on what exactly it might take to reach your goal. So once you have those understandable metrics in place, right, you're going to go week by week and just see if you're able to check those things off. Now, checking those things off may also imply working with a coach or someone to check in with during the week if you need that much accountability. What you can also do is have an accountability partner or someone that's going to take the journey with you to act sort of as a coach. You hold them accountable and vice versa. This works for some people, but if you know that person might fall off track, you don't want to get dragged down with them. So choose that person wisely. So Once the outcome goal is stated here, each week you're going to update the goal upon your check-in time. So for the check-in time, you're going to make sure that you cross off each time that a goal is completed. And the most recent goal or the current goal is going to be highlighted in yellow to draw your attention to it. If for some reason you don't accomplish the weekly goal, you would revisit it in that reflection time and make sure that it's still in accordance with your values and leading you towards the outcome goal that you set. And you would really double down on trying to get it done the second time around. Now, as you go through this, you should start to accumulate a list that should be moving you towards your goals. Now, one question that I get from people is how often do you need to check in on this? Now, in terms of actually going through and analyzing where you're at, most of these goals can be checked on a weekly basis. If you're doing it on your own, this is a 30-minute, 15-minute reflection process, not a lot of time. If you're working with an accountability coach, then maybe you sit down for 30 minutes, an hour. It depends on how much reinforcement you need, how many questions might come up. One thing that I do suggest, though, is keeping this front and center. Maybe have it open on your computer on your home screen when you log in so that you're seeing and reminded of here are the things that I need to be working on each week. Now, you should have several goals in each area, but you really only want to be working on one at a time as not to distract, right? It's better to set out to do 5 things and do all 5 than set out to do like 15 things, get overwhelmed and only do like 1 or 2, right? So set reasonable outcomes and goals along the way as you go through. So remember, quick review, make sure you put the outcome goal here at the top. Then each week you're going to add a step-by-step goal, also potentially an outcome goal, but could be a behavior goal as well, like this one, getting in the 3 workouts versus losing the weight. And then if you need to, break it down further into the steps to get there. So if you have any questions about this video or you need some more help, use those links in the description here to access the Facebook group and ask a question of the coaches from the Virtuo team. We'd be happy to help you. This is what we live for. I hope you found this video helpful, and we'll see you next time.